Hello, and welcome to our module on positive outlook and stance in work and life. So, start with in business, there are always times where we feel down or negative about a certain situation, a person, your family, a customer, engineer, architect, supplier, subtrade, or even your job or yourself. Sometimes it's difficult to stay positive and to have a positive stance when it comes to dealing with a difficult situation or person. So, in these situations, they are difficult, but the easiest way and the best way to have a positive outlook and stance is to deal with the problems right away because they're not going to fester in your mind or be a little bit of a monkey on your back. So this is something that you really, really have to get used to is dealing with the problems right away. Now, it's not going to always be easy. You're not going to always want to do it. You're going to try to avoid it, but it's like what I always say, pull the band-aid off, get it done right away, do it the first thing, and then your positivity outlook on the project or whatever you're dealing with is going to be so much better from that point on because you're going to be creating all these things in your mind that aren't true, but you think are. In a tense situation, you can kill the tense feeling by staying positive and killing the other side with kindness. So, when I'm coming into a meeting, I know it's going to be a little bit of a tense meeting. Maybe we're behind schedule or a product came in wrong or something along those lines. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to walk in confident. I'm going to walk in happy, smiley. And then, first thing I'm going to do is crack a joke about how the problem happened. And then I'm going to get into all seriousness and say, this is how we're going to handle it. So if we're behind on a schedule and it's our fault because something came in late, well, maybe we have to work this weekend. Well, when I walk into that meeting, I'm going to tell the client, look, here's my plan. We're going to come in, we're going to do it this weekend, we're going to get back on track, back on schedule. If you can provide the customer with confidence and they believe that your confidence and that you are going to stick by your word and get it done for them, you're going to have so much easier time than you would if they can't trust that or if they're not feeling confident with you. When dealing with a tough problem to solve, stay positive and start sorting out the problems in small increments to get constant small wins for the team or yourself. So this is a huge one. So a lot of time I'm dealing with a huge problem. I'm looking at it, I get overwhelmed, and I say to myself, stop. Okay, what can I control and how can I control it? And if I need help, who can help me? And let's get them on board right now to help me solve this problem. So maybe I'm calling for advice to a subtrade or a supplier or a lawyer, accountant, or whoever. Maybe I am calling one of you in the field or in the office because I know maybe you're an expert in that. I could be calling a friend looking for advice or what have you, consultant or whatever. I'm going to use anything in my power to help me get through the problem because we can never say can't. We can do anything. And to take it off in small bites so you get small wins. So it's just like, say, my computer's not working. Okay. Step number one, throw the computer out the window. No. Step number one, I'm going to plug the computer in. Maybe it's dead. My first big win, plugged it in. Second win, I'm going to hit the power button. Oh, look, computer started. It was dead. Or computer did not start. What do I do next? Oh, I'm going to call my expert. I'm going to call my IT consultant, the MIT, and say, hey, Drew, can you come fix my computer for me? And he's going to come fix it for me. So now my big problem solved. It's much harder to stop and regroup than it is to just throw your hands up and say, I'm over it, done. I'm not going to solve this problem. Well, that's not the solution and that's not who we are. Culturally wise, we can do anything. So get the word can't out of your vocabulary, please, and start doing things by small increments. And if you need help, reach out to the people. I'm not going to think you're dumb by coming to me and asking me questions or something that you may think is very rudimentary. It's okay. At one time, I didn't know these answers or questions either. Um, you need to stay positive and know in your own mind that can be done. So you have to believe it too. So a lot of times back in the day, Neil and Nick would always make fun of me because I would have my own theories in my head and I have my own ways of doing things and I build my own stories, as we're going. So if I can believe that we can get it done, then I go out there and I spin that to everybody. I'm spinning it to the consultants. I'm spinning it to the sub-trades. I'm spinning it to our own people. And I'm going to put pressure on everybody, but I'm going to put it as a positive pressure as to showing, let's show how we can do it. We are the best. We are the best construction company ever. We don't have the word can't in our vocabulary, so we can do it. So how are we going to do it now? Because it's the truth, you can do it. Right? So the truth in the world is you can do it. So do it. Trust me. I have faith in you. No matter who you are, you can do it. So if you have a big problem, we have faith. You can get it done. Once you complete your problem or issue, you will have a sense of completion and satisfaction. And then you can have that positive outlook on that problem because, hey, look, I did it. And or maybe you're the one who ultimately did it, but you brought the pieces into place to make that happen. So you give yourself on the back of that pat yourself on the back of that. It is very easy to be negative in life. This is something we see every day. We all know someone who's super negative. No matter what happens, it's gonna be a shit show or it's bad or whatever. I don't live my life like that. Everything's gonna be positive. So we need to work hard to be positive and never complain. So that's a really hard one. It's really easy to complain and have a negative outlook. It's really hard to say, hey, estimating team, you did a great job today, instead of saying, hey, estimating team, you forgot $5 on an estimate. Like, you understand. So just make sure that you stay positive. And if someone did say estimating missed $5 on a tender, go up to them and have a chat with them and say, hey, next time when you're doing this, take a look. You just missed this $5 item. Next time, can you just make sure you have it included in your tender price? So maybe they didn't know they needed it. Maybe it was something that was completely overlooked. Maybe it was something got deleted by accident. Maybe it was something on purpose. So that's something that you have to sometimes keep in mind. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. So that's some kind of line that I got recently, is that if you don't like something in life, it's not going to change for you. You don't like your car, they're not just going to bring you one. So if you want a new one, you got to go do it. So and you can't complain about it. You made the decision to buy it in the first place. So it's unrealistic to think this, that if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude or something else in your life. So it's just like buying your car or wanting a new car or saying that you don't like your car. Um, Preston, I'm sorry. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. So the way we talk about that is basically, if you don't like your car and you can't afford to change it, well, you're going to have to change your attitude on how you like your car. Well, guess what? It's my only car. It's got 4 wheels. It's got a stereo. It's good on gas. Well, I'm going to like it until I can save up enough money to buy it. So that there, attitude change. If it's, and again, if you can't change it, you need to change your attitude. And if you can change it, then change it for yourself to be better. I really don't like my phone, but hey, my phone comes up on contract in a month. In a month, I will get a new phone. Well, now I'm changing something. And if I can't change it by my phone has another year um, of payments on it, then again, it's like your car. Change the phone or change your attitude about it. Last but not least, listen to listen. And don't listen to respond. This is how everyone gets themselves in trouble a lot of times. You're in a meeting, you're not paying attention to what the person says. It's going one ear and out the other because you have something on your mind that you just think you have to get out. Well, guess what? You didn't hear anything they said. You're not putting yourself in their shoes. And then you're just going to blurt out all of your items in a negative way, most likely, or a combative way. And then at that point, it's going to create a combative situation. So you're not going to have a positive outlook or stance in life. So make sure you listen. Make sure you listen intuitively. And then you respond to what they say. And then you can have a very positive conversation coming out of that. Anyways, I hope this helps. If you have any comments or other opportunities for us to create additional positive outlook stance on life, let us know. We'll update the video. Thanks. Have a great one.